Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our first armor request for Heavensward. Our minion today is the Gigantpole that we caught a while back. Hello there, oh you're so cute. And also disturbingly reflective. Alright, Hananza, what quest do you have for us today? Forge Master Hananza has a favor to ask of you. Ah, Satora, the very armor I was hoping to see. Have you a moment or two to spare? It's about Blanstyr, the asshole who tried to take over the gear back in A Realm Reborn. Ever since he lost that contest, he's been keeping his distance from the forge. Then one day he simply appears as if not as had happened and starts banging out a breastplate on one of the anvils. He crafts an entire suit that mumbles something to the effect of understanding the true nature of armor. When I asked what he was on about, the daft old sod says he intends to don his own work, then go looking for battle in the wilds. Now, Blanstyr was a big lad, but he couldn't fight his way out of a fishing net. I tried to talk him out of it, of course, but you can imagine how that ended. Which brings me to your part in this, Satora. I suspect he'd be more willingly lend an ear to someone who he's not so inclined to despise. You'll find him loitering in his usual spot if you're of a mind to convince the stubborn Aurochs. Ooh, okay. Well, good to hear that he's at least trying to improve as an armorer. Wearing the armor and going out into combat makes logical sense in order to learn what the actual on the field point of armor is, get hands-on experience with its strengths and weaknesses, but also you are not trained in combat, I don't believe, so this sounds like a bad idea. Well, look who it is. Listen, lass, I know Hananza sent you. Just keep walking your own path and I'll walk mine. I've been doing a lot of thinking these past moons, you see, and I finally found me answer. I learned the secrets of armor craft not in the flames of the forge, but in the heat of battle. And if I die in the doing of it, I'll go to my grave with no regret. Oh god. Don't try to stop me, Satora, and you can tell that forge master of yours to keep her twitchy nose out of me damn business and all. Well, that, did not go well. Oh dear, this, sounds very much less than good. He intends to die. So the old buzzard wouldn't listen to you either. Seems an excessive self-reflection has sent his thoughts down an odd track. You are no stranger to combat, Satora. Mayhap you are still the right lass for the job. I want you to follow Blanstyr, quietly mind, and see that he doesn't get himself killed. Assuming he sticks to his ridiculous plan, you'll find him out near the eyes. Alright, let's go follow him. Make sure he doesn't die. If that's what it takes, then you know what? At least he won't die in the process. And hey, maybe he actually will learn something from getting his ass handed to him by some enemies out there on the field. Maybe he'll actually learn a few things about what armor really needs to be. Alright, let's go and quickly. God, you're really making me go out there as an armorer just to track him down. Where all the enemies would very much love to kill me if they were higher level. Actually, out of curiosity. Okay, yeah, I don't have to worry. Even as an armorer, which is not a combat class, I am fine. Though maybe getting hit isn't the best idea, it also doesn't seem to be doing all that much to me. And we don't have combat abilities, we only have auto attacks, so yeah, we're auto healing all the damage they're doing. Incredible. I have absolutely nothing to worry about. Okay, yeah, we'll be able to take on any enemy that comes Blastyr's way. We're gonna be fine. Well, hello there, Blanstyr, and hello there, friends. Who are you? Are you injured? 'Twas fortunate we happened by. You were more like to harm yourself with that flailing than slay your intended opponent. I must say, however, I do admire your devotion to your craft. Mayhap we shall call on you the next time we have need of an armor. Safe travels, my friend. I thought I was a dead man, clad myself in me finest armor, but I could hardly move, let alone fight. Who'd have thought a rat? You give me so much grief, a bleeding rat! Mean little bugger he was. But as I stared death in its furry face, I had myself an epiphany. I've got to get back to the forge and then I'll be ready to try again. What are you doing out here anyways? Well, I'll leave you to your business. I can hobble back the limbs on me own. Thanks very much. Hey, what do you know? He actually did learn something out here. Awesome. Then let's get on back to the Armorers Guild and see what he has learned. Also, thank goodness those other adventurers were there to save him because we were apparently a little late thanks to fighting those Aurelia. Oops. Hananza! I hope he made it back safely. It sounds like he actually may have learned something out there. Hopefully. Well, I'm glad to hear the old bastard survived his foolishness, this time. From the sounds of it, though, he doesn't intend to stop there. I know you have more productive things to do than mind a full-grown man, but can I ask you to stay near to Blanstyr for a while? If you can't reach him with words, mayhap you can guide him with craft. Speak with the man and offer to aid him with his work. And while you're teaching by example, you might even learn something new yourself. Sounds good. Let's go. Make sure he doesn't get himself killed over the forge either. Nah, he's competent. He knows what he's doing. He's just stubborn and stuck in his old ways. I weren't the most heroic of battles, almost got killed by a rat. But even a brief scuffle like that made me realize something. I ain't never spared much thought for the folk what are wearing me armor. First you try to stop me and now you want to help me? Make up your bloody mind, lass. Alright, I'll take you on, but I can't promise you you'll have much to do. I've searched the depths of me craftsman's soul and come out with a whole new view of things. From now on, I'll be putting myself in me customer's boots before I forge a piece. I've mapped me course and it's a straight run from here to greatness. Well, I mean, it's obviously a huge improvement. We'll have to come back later and make sure that he hasn't done anything too horribly stupid, but hey, that's progress. Alright then. Next up, let's get started on today's crafting. I've already gathered all the materials I need, so we're gonna go ahead and read off the ingredients list, and at the same time go through all of our crafting. Alright, starting out our ingredients list with crystals. We need 45 wind shards for this, 144 wind crystals, or sorry, fire crystals, not wind, 44 ice crystals, 3 wind crystals, 61 earth crystals. For the time gathering from Kurth's Central Highlands, we need to use mining for 6 dark steel ore. We need to use botany in Kurth's Western Highlands for 11 Kurthan tea leaves. Then moving on to regular gathering, we are going to need mining in Upper Lenosha for 36 electrum ore. Then mining in Southern Thanalin for 43 mithril ore. Then mining in Kurth's Western Highlands for 215 mithrite sand. And then finally botany in Kurth's Western Highlands for 5 cedar logs. Next up, we're going to need to get some materials from enemies out on the field, namely from Archaeornis on the shore south of the Dusk Vigil in Kurth's Western Highlands. We're going to need 33 Archaeornis skins. Once we have all 33 Archaeornis skins, we can begin doing the pre-crafting. The first thing we're going to pre-craft is, as a carpenter, we're going to make 1 cedar lumber. As a blacksmith or armorer, we're going to make 2 dark steel nuggets. As an armorer, we're going to make 2 dark steel rings. And then 43 mithrite nuggets, which is a level 51 craft. From that, we're going to make 3 mithrite rivets, which is a level 51 craft. Next up, as a goldsmith, we are going to make 9 electrum ingots. And then finally, as a leather worker, we're going to make 11 Archaeornis leather. Once we have that, we can make all of our level 51 and 52 armor crafts. And we'll even have a little bit left over in order to make the 2 collectibles available at this level, which I will get into in just a moment. Alright, finished up all the crafting. All of the items we got today are not really going to be upgrades over anything we currently have. The crafting tools are going to be item level 85 versus our current item level 90 gear, which I checked before is enough of a downgrade in stats that the ability to meld materia doesn't really make up for it. We would need to get 4 materia onto these tools in order for them to break even with our item level 90 gear. And then we only have 1 more materia slot in order to actually start to get improvement over item level 90. So not really worth it. I'm probably going to be desynthesizing these or trading them in for lead quests. And then similar for all of our combat gear. Item level 115, where we currently have item level 130 gear, so not... I really almost wish I had a face cam, so I could show you what was currently happening. One of the cats I live with is currently trying to attack my Gigantopole. It's very funny and very cute. Anyways, as I was saying, we currently have item level 130 gear, so none of these are going to be upgrades. They can be melded, but I'm pretty sure the situation is going to be similar to the crafting tools. Like, it's enough of a downgrade in base stats that the ability to meld materia is not going to be worth it. As a general rule for combat gear, with very rare exceptions, like if you have a specific stat on a piece of gear that you actively do not want for whatever reason, like you're at a good GCD tier, and you don't need more skill speed, but a piece of gear is going to give you skill speed. Except in very specific situations like that, higher item level is always going to be better for combat gear. Materia or no materia. At the same item level, you want to look at your substats and also ability to meld materia, and that's going to determine what's best. But generally, higher item level is going to take top priority, no matter what. Yes, I know you can't get the Gigantopole and it's just an image on a screen. Why are you attacking me over it? Oh my goodness, hang on. She's angry! Okay, I have placed her gently on the floor. She's still angry about it. Alright, last thing we're going to be doing is checking out collectibles. Collectibles are something that was added in Heavensward. We unlocked them in the mining quest for Heavensward. Collectibles are basically, you can make these special types of items which you can't really use for anything, but you can trade them in for a special reward called script, which is a currency that can be used by items and upgrades that are exclusive to crafters and gatherers, such as good materia for crafting and gathering, some orchestrion rolls, some furnishing items, some gear, etc. Stuff that you can generally only get through getting script. The higher the quality of the item you make, the higher the collectability will be, and the higher the collectability, the better the outcome and rewards you get will be. There are generally 3 tiers of collectibles, which you can see the required collectability for each on the crafting screen. 110 for the lowest tier to get rewards, and 190 for the highest tier. Collectability is equal to your quality divided by 10 and then rounded down. Generally, you want to be going for maximum collectability whenever possible, just because, well, you really want to get, you really want to get the maximum script for your efforts. Somehow I've ended up with 1 extra Archaeonus leather, but I'm not going to complain too much. Alright, let's make this rarefied mithrite hauberk. And then we can go hand in both of our collectibles to the local collectible appraiser to get some script. And I'm currently saving up for, I think, something that costs 500 purple script? I've got these macros nice and set up, which are able to go from 0 quality to max quality for both materials and crafting, final crafting at level 52. Making very good use of those. Eventually, we're probably going to hit a point where we won't be able to get our final crafts from 0 to max with just a macro. We'll probably have to design our macro to revolve around to rely on having good, high-quality materials, but for now, macro crafting is very convenient. Alright, collectible appraisers are available in every major town, for the most part. I can't think of any that don't. I've been using the Mordona appraiser so far in the other crafting and gathering episodes, but there is one here in Limsa Lominsa, as well as in Gridania and in Ul'dah. You can generally find them in the market areas. Anyways, got 54 purple script for each, giving us 108 total. And let's see, what are we saving up for? Remind me. Oh yeah, you can also get Mastercraft and Fieldcraft demi-materia here. A whole bunch of exclusive crafting materials that you generally can't get elsewhere. Right, I'm saving up for this, which is which is under rim glasses that you can equip as faceware. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get here. We'll be getting into most of it eventually. Mastercraft recipes can be found also here from Heavensward onwards. No need to do the weird training with Talon that we had to do for A Realm Reborn. Alright, that is about all we wanted to do for today's crafting episode for armor. I'm going to go ahead and hand all this gear in for either desynthesis or leave quests. And then next time, I believe we're going to be doing some goldsmithing. Is that correct? Oh no, next time is going to be a side quest day. And we're going to be checking out, a whole bunch of stuff that was added in patch 7.1 as side quests. That'll give us some very good rewards, including one reward that is exclusive to patch 7.1. If you don't get it before patch 7.1 ends on March 25th, 2025 is the current projected release date for the next patch. If you don't get it before then, you are out of luck. So, yeah, we're going to be getting that next time. I will see everyone next time for some fun side quests.